This video is to be used for educational purposes only and is not intended to replace individual research or licensed investment advice. Unique experiences and past performance does not guarantee future results. Trading stocks, options, and spot currencies involves substantial risk, and there's always the potential for loss. Your trading results may vary. No representations are being made that any software or training will guarantee profits or not result in losses from trading. This is the PremiereTrade Market Wrap.
This is the Market Wrap. I'm Jack Lott here on the James Dix Financial Network. Higher oil prices pushed the value of factory orders up by 1.5% in November. That's the biggest increase in 4 months. The nominal increase in new orders was more than double the 0.7% expected. Labor Department said the number of persons applying for jobless benefits totaled 336,000 last week, down 21,000 from the previous week when jobless claims had hit the highest level in more than 2 years. According to the ADP employment report, private sector companies in the U.S. added 40,000 jobs in December. It's the weakest growth since 27,000 were added back in August. And the monthly tally by outplacement firm Challenger Gray and Christmas showed big corporations took a breather from cutting jobs in December, with announced layoff plans falling 39%, lowest level in a year. According to the trade group Mortgage Bankers Association weekly application survey, mortgage application volume declined 11.6% during the week ended December 28th. The MBA's index fell to 533.9, that from 603.8. The Fed hinted in minutes from its latest meeting that more interest rate cuts might be needed if the deterioration in the credit markets leads to deeper problems for the housing sector as well as the overall U.S. economy. Gold and platinum rose to records for a second day, and crude oil traded near $100 a barrel as the dollar's slump enhanced the appeal of raw materials as an inflation hedge. Agricultural commodities also rallied as wheat had its biggest two-day increase in 4 months. And the family that owns Landmark Communications will announce as early as this week that it plans to sell the company which owns the Weather Channel and 9 daily newspapers. In Forex news today, the dollar fell against the euro after a report said the unemployment in Germany remained unchanged in December, and a U.S. survey showing manufacturing had contracted, possibly boosting chances of another U.S. interest rate cut. Dollar has been buffeted by worries over the health of the U.S. economy and 3 interest rate cuts by the U.S. Fed, which is trying to reduce borrowing costs to revive the nation's battered housing market. The Australian and New Zealand dollars fell to the lowest level in 4 weeks against the yen as rising concern the U.S. economy will slip into recession dimmed the appeal of higher-yielding currencies. Australia's currency dropped the most in 6 weeks, and New Zealand's had the biggest loss in 3 weeks versus the yen. And U.S. stocks posted the worst start to the year since 1983, down over 200 points yesterday. The Chinese yuan rose the strongest since a link to the dollar was scrapped in July of 2005 on concern the U.S. economy is losing momentum. The yuan was the biggest performer against the dollar of 10 most active Asian currencies after a report showed slowing U.S. manufacturing, shrinking the most in 5 years. Economic reports scheduled out on Friday include the non-farm payrolls for December, the unemployment rate, and the ISM Services Index for December. In earnings news, Monsanto earned $256 million or 46 cents a share in its fiscal first quarter. That compared with a year-ago profit of $90 million or 16 cents a share. Kia Motors saying that it probably will return to profitability this year, helped by new vehicles and updated models. And P.F. Chang's China Bistro reporting revenues of $292.6 million for the fourth quarter that ended December 30th of last year. That compared to $252 million in the fourth of 2006. Scheduled earnings out on Friday include AS Inc., Piedmont Natural Gas, Texas Industries, AMR Corp., and Fairchild. Stocks in the news today include Urban Outfitters, saying sales for the 2 months into December 31st rose 28%. E-Trade Financial Corporation announcing that it expects to announce a new chief executive in the next 60 days or so. And CBRL Group said same-store sales at its Cracker Barrel Old Country Store restaurants fell 1.1% in December. And that is the latest on Market Wrap. I'm Jack Lott here on the James Dix Financial Network.